Carnival Slayers.
This is our third installation. My name is Giselle Carter. I am your host tonight, also known as Jizzy, and I'm going to let my panelists introduce themselves. Tonight, I'm supposed to be joined by 3 panelists. We have 2 because the other one incognito. We don't know what's going on with him, but hopefully he will join us sometime later in the show. So over to you, Betty, and then straight into our other guest tonight. Please introduce yourself.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Betty. I got the name of Betty Bacchanal for my pin-up name, and also Bacchanal Betty for my burlesque name. We'll be going into burlesque a bit more. But yes, yeah, go on.
No, sorry. That was me reacting to a comment. Sorry.
No problem. No. So I input the Caribbean flavors and styles that I'm currently working on into the burlesque and pin-up community. So that's me in a nutshell. Betty Bacchanal Betty. That's me.
Right, Major, you
Lord God, what an intro. I don't have all of that. My name's Major. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Northwest London. That's it. Let's go. I'm ready.
All right, cool. All right, that blue and red flag is from...
Hold on a second. Before we start, can I make myself a cup of tea throughout this thing and all of that? Can I do that? Smoke breaks? What are we doing?
Have you got on shorts underneath when you stand up?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm decent. I'm decent today.
Yeah, go ahead then.
You do.
Not like that. You know, if you don't have shorts on underneath, that is cool. That is fine.
I'm decent. I'm decent.
No problem. Right. West Indigram is ready to join. Please, if you're ready to join West Indigram, please send me a request. I'm trying to see how I can
try and
invite you in.
Yeah.
But this thing is not letting me do the invite. So please request to join and I'll accept the request, West Indigram, please. Right. Hola to everybody. As I said, my name is Giselle Carter. I'm your host for tonight. I wouldn't really go into the long introductions to who I am. You know, you can follow my page to get to know me a little bit better. But we just want to jump into the fire tonight. Okay, West Indian Maid, please send me a request so you can join the live. Okay, right. Tonight's topics, people, we're jumping straight into the fire. And the fire that I want to hear from you guys tonight is about these vagina slingers. People, tell me, what do you call the woman's vagina in your country? Is it the pum-pum? Is it the punani? Is it the nani? You understand? Is it the VJJ? You see these kind of vagina slingers that we see in Carnival, in costumes that have woman pum-pum outside? I want to know from you tonight, if you think that that is acceptable, does it have a place in our carnival? Ladies that wear it, why do you wear it? Men, do you like seeing it? You know, does it turn you on when you see a woman in these vagina slingers? Where will we draw the line? Is there a line to draw? You know what I mean? Because it seems like it's getting less and less these days. So just now, I wouldn't be surprised if it actually have nothing covering the punani. You know what I mean? So I just want to know, and I want to know from you guys. Major, you the man on the panel, take it off and tell us what is your view on this kind of punani thing, my brother.
Do you know what? To be honest, I'm conflicted with this one. Yeah, first of all, it is getting too much. That's for sure. But the problem is, as a man, I love seeing them things. I love seeing titties out. I love seeing, you know, the pom pom being hugged by the little dental floss. It's wonderful. It's juicy. It looks incredible. Do you know what I'm saying? However, at the same time, it's getting a bit much. It's getting too much. Like I don't understand the point of why not just bop down the road naked? Just be naked. But it's hard because I love it at the same time. You do. Like,
you're fighting with yourself over it.
It's tough because I'm a pervert. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yes, that looks great, but it's too much. I wouldn't want my daughter wearing that. Like, come on, put some clothes on. But don't put clothes on. It's hard. It's hard. But I'm not for it.
So
I'm not for it.
Wait, my brother. Wait.
I'm a hypocrite.
When you see the punani sling on the road, does it get you excited and you're like, rah? man, that
Here's the thing,
good.
yeah. I'll be lying if I said it get me excited, because I've been going carnival since birth, so it's not nothing new. It's not really like, oh my God, like, you know, all my brethren play costume and all of them things there, like, so it's not an exciting thing. I can see how it'll get excited for people that ain't really in the thing and don't know. But so nah, don't get me excited. But if I see it, you know, it's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Watch it.
I'm gonna watch it, depending on who's wearing it at the same time, and that's another thing as well, because it sounds bad, man, but a lot of people are falling out of their shits and look crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it depends who's wearing it. So it's like, it's too much. It's too much. Tuck them titties away. Tuck the pom-pom away. I'm glad that they shaved down there, because if they didn't shave down there, it'll be hairs busting out of the side of the strings. That will look crazy. It's too much. It's too much sometimes. You dig?
Now, so also wait, you're not one of the naturalist men that like to see the hair and stuff. You like the Brazilian kind of clean look.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't mind the hair, to be honest with you. A little pricky hair, little long hair, little string hair. You know, whatever we're doing with the hair is wonderful to me. I don't mind. But in costume, down the road, it's a bit much. It's a bit much. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I wouldn't want my missus in that. I wouldn't want my daughter in that. Like, tuck them things away. Or just be naked. Like, why not just be naked? And in actual fact, I would say it's killing the culture, if I'm honest. I know a lot of people argue that it is the culture, but I feel like it's killing the culture, if I'm going to be honest. Because that's not how Carnival started. Carnival started with people, females was wearing frilly dresses and them things there when it first started. That's what it was, hats and all of them things there. So it got modernized into this. So it's not the culture as much as people like to say. It really isn't. Yeah. It's actually killing it. So
I hear that.
You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask this then. But yeah, coming to you for your perspective just now. West Indies mate, I sent you another request. I sent it to your other account. I don't know what's going on with you. Was you doing a quickie before we start, mate? Why? What is going on? Why can't you join?
Another person making excuses like Betty. She got the same things that Betty had with her phone.
It was Instagram. I'm not even saying it was the dancing with let me click the link.
You know what? Instagram find out that we have so much fire on this show tonight. They decide, you know what, we're gonna tone this down. I don't understand what's going on with Instagram. I just want to find out from the people in the comments. People in the comments, especially the men. Okay, Turkey is in the house. Hello from Turkey. Big up to Turkey. Fellas in the comments, come on. Tell us what you think about this. Ladies, I'm coming to you just now. But drop some comments and tell us what you think about these vagina swingers. You understand me? Just say if you see it, if it's there, you go watch it. You understand? You go watch it. You don't want you wanting it, but you go watch it. Right? Will you watch it? Do you like it?
I can't not watch it. It's in my face. You know what I'm saying? It's in my face. Hey, what am I supposed to do? It will be rude. It will be rude for me not to watch.
What you think is boy, turn your face, boy. You never know about turning your face,
Turn my face? Turn them titties away. Like, what you want to do? I ain't gonna turn my face. You put that out there for my viewing pleasure. How you mean? No, sir. But it's too much. It's too much.
We're coming back to that, We're coming back to it too much. Betty, what's your perspective on this? Let me hear you.
Let me switch it up. Switch it up. Okay. So, coming from a background where my hobby includes stripping. But my hobby includes stripping, but it also includes telling a story with my body. Body empowerment, confidence, and being happy with how I look in what I wear. So for me, if I see a woman with a skimpy outfit on the road, I wholeheartedly hope she's doing it to boost her confidence and she's doing it for her self-satisfaction. Because for me, that's a big deal. That's huge. I will wholeheartedly support her for that. Definitely, I'm there like, yep, you go for it. If it's a case where she's wearing the carnival costume because, oh yeah, I'm going to get bare mans with this costume and it's sexy kind of thing. For me, I'm like a bit like, okay. So for me, it's all about their reason in a way to why they wear it. I don't have a problem with it, but for me on the road, I wouldn't personally wear a skimpy outfit. I will do it on stage at an event, a burlesque. I do burlesque shows. I will strip down to my nipple pasties, right?
Mm-hmm.
It sounds wonderful.
Road,
It sounds wonderful. Yeah.
on the road, for me, it's a no, because in a way, I'm like, okay, I admire them. They're amazing. They're confident. And Lucy, Alicia, stop lying. No, I'm dead serious. You can go through all my carnival photos. I'm covered up. I'm covered up, right? And I do it out of respect for my family, who's going to be there as well. But I do it because for me, carnival, I'm more traditional when it comes to carnival. If women want to go and wear whatever outfit they want to wear, who are we to tell them no? You know, that's them. Be free. Carnival is, you know, kind of about freedom. So I will support their choices if that's what they want to do. If they feel confident enough to do it, fine. I'm all for it. All for it. You know, I'm there. I'm for it.
All right. So let me ask the question then. Do you then think, and this is to both of you, that there is a context in which this can be worn? Because coming from your perspective, you're talking about, you know, body empowerment and confidence and stuff like that. Major is coming from a perspective of, you know, is basically eye candy, but it's a bit too much. But is there a context? Because if you're on stage, there is a context. If you're telling a story like you're doing a theatrical piece, there's a context. If you're on the beach, there's a context. You know, but is carnival the right context for that kind of nudity?
For me,
I think it is.
You think it is?
You think
For me, that's why I'm like, no.
Well,
See,
I think it is.
This is
Yeah. I think it is, but depending on the carnival. Like Trinidad, I ain't never been, but I know the culture's still fully alive. Notting Hill is dead. Like people think it's alive, but the culture's dead. Like they don't even have barriers no more. It's a free for all. So I feel like when people wear them things in Notting Hill, it's a bit risque. You dig? Because a lot of people that's going there don't even know about carnival. The youth, they're just going there to get as much numbers as they can, to get on a bit mad. You know, Monday, 7 o'clock comes, and that's when it gets a bit dark because everybody is on their last call to try and get gal. So I think in somewhere like Trinidad, it's different because there's a full-blown culture behind it. People are safe, people are protected, there's barriers. You don't really get that over here. Notting Hill's tired. So it looks a bit crazy over here. I don't know.
And that's a good point. People in the comments, tell me your comments. Drop your comments. Let me know what you think. I hear people saying facts. People saying, yeah, they're on point with that. Yeah. Some people saying, yeah, they're on point with that. So I just want to ask then, so, you know, because do you think then that there is a link or there's a correlation between women wearing these very revealing costumes, these skimpy costumes, these punani slingers, and the kind of behavior that is attracted by that? Now, I'll give you an example. I remember years ago in Carnival, I wasn't even wearing a skimpy costume, but in Notting Hill Carnival, I'm talking about, once it started to get dark and the youths them come out, when they see women in skimpy costume, they just feel like if they could go and grab onto a woman.
Yes,
like, use my woman kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I remember it had some youths, I don't know where they came from. And just a group of boys that come and they just swarm me. You understand? And it's like, and I see them swarming other females and they was getting on a little bit aggressive. I don't know if they was drunk or whatever, you know, and it's like, do they feel then? And sorry, you know, people in the comments, let me know as well. Do they feel as if because of what you're wearing, that's kind of like an open signal? Then I have a chance, so I could come in, kind of thing. What do you think?
Well, to be fair, they've been talking about this for quite recently a lot about what women wear that's apparently suggestive to men, as Ponderota's hungry, that hungry behavior.
Yeah.
Why should I be okay? For me, I'm like, why should I have to change how I want to feel on the road? If I'm doing it, you know, it's part of my confidence. Why do I have to tone that down if it's other people, men, that can't behave themselves? So what I mean, it's like they're putting it on me. They're putting it on women that want to dress that way, as to men having that mentality. I don't quite get that. So for me, I'm like, okay, as I said, I will support it. Yes, it is a bit of a risky thing to do. I will wholeheartedly admit that. As I said, I wouldn't do it in Carnival because the kind of environment sometimes that you do see there, I'm like, not for me. But if girls want to do that, it's another thing. Do they? Oh, we got Marsha in as well. You know, do they know?
I'm bringing Marsha to get Marsha.
Marsha.
And then I'm gonna try and bring in another lady as well to get her views. But it's at 9:30.
Yeah. So for me, as I was saying, it's in a way like I have to be cautious of what I wear because of the way men will react to what I'm wearing on the roads. Is that my responsibility? Is that my fault? Is that, you know?
Again, that's fair though. I think that's fair though. I think it's a lot to do with being here. Like, this is why I say Notting Hill is tired, because even the mass camps and stuff like that, they're not. It's just as much people as possible. Money, money, money. Bare people, bare people. There's no security. You know, you can't really. Brothers wouldn't be able to get away with touching in certain bands. Mangrove, Island Mass, they ain't happening. Not if we're around anyway. It's a different type of thing. But a lot of bands don't even have that anymore because they don't even have this family element. People don't even know about Pan. People don't know about mass camps. Like that's why I said it's dead over here. Like fully dead. It's just these youths are just going to get gal and that's it. Yeah. Like, so and there is no culture.
We need to try and change and do some other. And I'll touch on that a bit later. But Marsha, I just want to bring you in to get your perspective on this, and just to say shout out to Marcelo. What flag is that? Is that Italy?
Italy, like Marcello.
Yeah, Italy is in the house. Big up Italy. Welcome Italy. Yeah, Marshall, let me go. What's your view?
Them skimpy panty scraping costumes. Oh god.
Yeah, the punani slingers. That's what I like to call them. The punani slingers.
What a phrase, punani slingers. You know, are not easy, man. Listen, I've seen some things on the road, and look, some of the costumes, they are lovely, but I don't think a good costume means it's got to be skimpy. Okay, that's the first thing. Doesn't mean a costume is fire because it's got a piece of string and 2 gems stick on it. That is not a costume. Okay.
Agreed.
Gone are the days where you had a theme and you had a meaning behind the costume, and the whole band was set around this theme. You know, you had the king, you had the queen, you had the big all that. I don't see that on the road no more. What I see is ladies in costumes, the skimpier the better. Like, yeah, a fire costume. And sometimes I look at it and I honestly just think to myself, that is a piece of string. There's nothing else to it. No imagination. What
that they're paying big money for as well. That's the funny thing. They get
Hold up. No, you pay more to be covered up. You pay less when it's less material on you. That's what.
Is that true? Yeah.
That's my experience, though.
Right.
That's my experience.
That is not.
So maybe they're broke. Maybe they're broke. That's why they're wearing them things there. So they only have to pay £10 or something.
I haven't seen that.
You never know. This is what I'm saying. You don't know what their circumstances are. It could be either they're confident, either they are broke. You know, you don't know. So I'm like, okay, yeah, it's not traditional. I wholeheartedly agree with you all. It is not traditional. And for me, Carnival, it's about tradition. But I'm not going to knock it. If I will support them, if they were to wear that outfit, because I don't know what their reason is. If I was to go up to them and be like, why are you wearing, you know, next to nothing? Why am I seeing your nipples, your panani and everything? And as you said, with a dental floss, you know, piece of string, you know, covering you. And they were to turn around and say, you know, this is how I roll. This is how I am.
All right, stick a pin, because I'm seeing some fire comments here now. Yeah. So I just want to say big up to South Africa. South Africa is in the house. Big up South Africa. Big up Grenada. I see you. Right. Okay. So we had some people disagree and saying not true. Sweet P and Nick saying not true. Costumes can be sexy with your VJJ outside. Melissa, or how do you pronounce it? Urka? Melissa Urka. Costumes can be sexy with your VJJ outside. Expand on that for me. How it can be sexy with your VJJ outside. Now, when you say outside, I am thinking the whole thing on display. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't really had nothing much there. Is that what you're saying? Because to me, and Midge, let me get your perspective as a man.
Yeah, go on.
As a man,
yeah.
Do you want something left to the imagination, or you just want it all in your face? On the
no. Definitely you want it left to the imagination, for sure. For sure, 100%. 100%. And it's weird because a lot of girls say, oh, you're just insecure. Nah, it's not. It's not insecure. It's like, come on, man. Like, why not just walk that? Would I be insecure then if I didn't want my girl walking down the street naked?
Yeah.
Is that insecure as well? Like, just, nah. I need something to the imagination. But then again, it depends on who it is. If I ain't trying to beat or I ain't trying to holler at the chick, then yeah, show it off. It's lovely. That's just for my viewing pleasure. That's cool.
Look, I think okay, moderation. Not every has to be a
moderation, yeah.
Yeah. and not every costume is a skimpy costume. If you want to wear a skimpy costume, you feel confident enough and to wear it, then knock yourself out. Yes,
this is what I'm saying. Yeah.
Some people will look at it and take advantage of it. It's
Mm.
Carnival. Notting Hill Carnival is 2 days of the year. When I go Carnival, I'm not wearing maybe a skimpy costume, but I'm going to enjoy myself and walk up and wild out and forget my problems days on the road. Sorry, if my costume's skimpy, it's skimpy.
But then skimpy can mean so many things to so many different people. For me, I've had people that say I'm in a full bodysuit with my headdress, my backpack, you know, fishnet tights. That's skimpy. You know, I've just seen Sweet Pea saying I wear particularly revealing mass wire bra and thongs. However, my fanny is always covered, no slips, nothing. Yeah, Sweet Pea, I'm with you on that. As even in my burlesque shows, yeah, I've got my pasties on, right? I've got my pasties, but I have fans. So
hold on, wait, fill me in. What's pasties? What's pasties? What's pasties?
Pasties.
What is that? Yeah, what is that?
The cover, the little pasties, you know, the little
the
ones that they twirl.
What are they, like nipples?
The nipple.
Yeah, they twirl.
Sing.
So
Okay. Oh, they twirl.
They twirl.
Oh, what band do you play in?
It's not a mass band. It's a burlesque show.
Oh, sing. Sorry, my mind just went left. Sorry. Okay. The tassels, then. Say no more.
You wouldn't see. I don't think you would see that to an extent on the road. But yeah, so you know, for me, skimpy, revealing, it can mean so many things to so many different people.
Well, in this context,
you mean
not
really
about skimpy revealing? We're just talking about the punani slinger. That's the thing.
Okay.
Because Zaya, I see you. We're gonna bring you in now. Zaya,
yeah.
finally.
And let me jump. I'm gonna jump off so Zaya I think can come in.
Yeah, but before we go, I just want to say is specifically the punani slinger talking
the punani slingers,
because we've seen in Carnival before where with the advent of the wire bra, more breasts on shoe. Tongues have been there since long time. So bottom outside is nothing new. You understand? But the new trend is these vagina slingers where
that's what I wanted to clarify. That's what I wanted to clarify because I'm just like, for me, there are limits. I admit. If you know someone was to do that, okay, that's them. Still support them, whatever. I still support you. But for me, that's not. You know, the tradition. It's not Carnival. If it is that we're talking about here,
that is exactly what we're talking about.
I'm there thinking that you're as Sweet Pea. I thank you for that because I'm thinking this is what I mean about different kinds of revealing. For me, I've been told wire bra is revealing. I've been told a full body swimsuit's revealing. I've been told my pasties, you know, are revealing. And so for me, I'm just like, okay, everyone has a different opinion. But yeah, that if it is that kind of culture that's coming through, then that's just tradition gone. Tradition gone.
Sorry. These panty slingers, can someone tell me how do they stay on? Because I've been wondering how do they stay on? Do you stick it on glue?
On. And when you walking up, you understand? I don't need to tell you that. When you walking up,
glue it on? Is it like
you understand? It's just all out there. It's just all out there. And the thing about it is, I want to know. Okay. And for anybody who have kids on here in the comments as well, if you're a parent, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel? Because I know most parents have an issue with schools teaching sex education to 4 and 5 year olds, right? So most people's like, I don't want them teaching my little child about parts of the body and this and that and the other and all this sort of stuff. Now, if you feel that way, then how would it be? You know, you take your child out to Carnival, and there's a woman in a punani slinger walking up and punani all outside, bottom all outside, rest all outside. You know what I mean? So it's like, because that is like sex education or sex, you know, body parts on full display. It's not. It's like, you know, they're seeing it.
For me, I'm uncomfortable. I was saying earlier, you know, there's when you're going towards Westbourne, just before, in fact, by the stage. And after the stage, for me, that area of Carnival is just pure families. Every time I've been to Carnival, it's families. And for me, I'm like, okay, that's a chance where people go really wild. But you don't see as much as what you do when you're coming up to Kensal. And And you're like, it goes crazy. I've seen people whining on top of, you know, that sort of bridge, the iron. Yeah, I've seen people get mad, and I've seen people in like, wow. No, I brought my son, not last year, year before, and I felt the need to cover his eyes a bit much, you know, with things like that. And now you're telling me that there's going to be panty slingers and, you know, the dental floss panties. That's my new thing, right? Dental floss panties. So I'm thinking, okay, yeah, that's not PG. That's not PG. Whereas Carnival was at one stage PG, it's slowly becoming un-PG. And for me, that's what the media focus on. When you see Carnival on like BBC News, they always have to focus on the not so pleasant aspects of Carnival, you know, with the bottles on the floor, someone drinking like a whole bottle of rum and getting on stupid. And I'm like, that's just fueling them to do that.
That's what they're going to show.
Yeah, that's what they're going to show. Someone in a panty slinger, dental floss panty. You know, I'm waiting for that to be your show, because I'm like, so for me, this is why I say, you know, I wouldn't do that for the road. I wouldn't do that for the road. I'll save it for the stage. If the BBC want to, you know, whole showcase, you know, burlesque on stage, fine. But for Carnival, yeah, if it's going to be, I'm sorry, I'm going to use it again, the dental floss panties, that's so good. Then, yeah, people say that is why there is a kids' day. Yeah, well.
Yeah, that's why there's a kids' day. But somebody was saying, you know, clench your ass to keep it on.
Daddy, baby.
Even if you clench your ass.
Thank you.
I want to see how you could clench your ass and whine. Because
you got to release it at one point.
Exactly. Yeah, you could clench your ass and walk, but I
don't know if it's the cent, 5 cent, or 10 cent, but it releases somewhere around there.
Keep it on. You know what I mean? All right, cool. People, if you're enjoying the discussion so far, drop some flames in the comments. I'm gonna try and get West Indies made on. He is ready to jump in.
Let me jump off because
let
me jump. Right, I'll catch you guys in a minute. All right.
No problem. Let me see.
Cool.
Let's see if we can get him on and get another male perspective. Yeah, drop some flames if you're enjoying the discussion so far. We are going to keep the fire going. We're just trying to get our other guest who was incognito. Where are you now? You see what I mean? It's like all the time the thing them dig. No, look at all the time he's coming up top, you know. All the time he's coming up top. Now it's like I can't see it. Right. We're gonna go with this again. Hold on. Let me try this.
Yeah, Sharisa, you're right. Carnival's never been PG, man. Never. Like, that kids' day, the kids' day's been fully taken over. Notting Hill. Yeah, Notting Hill.
Carnival.
Yeah.
I don't know about Trinidad Carnival, to be honest. I don't know.
Carnival started off very PG.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it started off really, really PG. You know, I would say Trinidad Carnival started to get on PG about 20 years ago. You know, with the advent of Poison, you know, Poison was one of the biggest bands, and I think Poison was the first bikini band in Trinidad. Anybody who remember the history, let me know. Drop it in the comments. I believe so. Because they introduced bikini and beans, because Trinidad Carnival always used to be about portrayal of a theme and all that sort of stuff. So there's also somebody I wanted to jump in. It keeps saying he's unable to join. I don't know what is going on with Instagram tonight. But I'm just looking out for a designer who specializes in these punani slingers. I don't know what punani slingers.
Just pure disrespect tonight, boy. You sound like you're hating on them a little bit, to be honest, man.
No, I'm not hating, boy. I'm not hating. I just like.
That sounds like hating. It sounds like hating.
Nah, I just like our song punani slingers. That is my term, man. That's not what it's called, but I just call it punani slingers.
I'm teething it.
Yeah,
I like it.
I'm trademarking it.
Next best band launch, when I go for my costume, I say, I want punani slinger. Give me the
tell them,
man.
You lot sound like two haters on the sideline, though. I'm about to go to the naked side just now, you know. You lot sound like haters. I'm telling you.
Stick up pin there, Major. Stick up pin. Your nerve there, brother. You open it up now because
Now open Pandora's box, yeah?
open Pandora.
Hey guys, we really hope you enjoyed this week's edition of Slayer's Hot Sauce. If you're looking for plenty pepper, make sure you like, share and comment. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel.
Slayers, Carnival Slayers, Carnival Slayers, Carnival Slayers.